You didn't lose it. You set it down and later it was somewhere else. And for a second, you rewound the day in your head like a crime scene. Not because you're forgetful, but because your nervous system hates unexplained movement. Tonight, you're going to watch one object move every night on security footage. No jump scares and no cues telling you what to feel, just a pattern. And the part of your mind that normally protects you is going to start working overtime. In the daytime, your brain is loud, flooded with notifications, small talk, and responsibilities stacked like plates. So attention becomes a filter that scans, labels, and moves on. Normal, harmless, not important. That efficiency keeps you functional, but it has a cost. You stop noticing quiet shifts. You miss what doesn't announce itself. And mental erosion begins not with a breakdown, but with a slow trade of accuracy for speed. It starts as overthinking, rereading messages for hidden tone, replaying conversations for micro mistakes, predicting reactions so you can stay safe inside them, until you slide into numbness. Not sadness, just less color. You respond correctly but feel disconnected from your own responses. And then masking fatigue arrives, performing fine so consistently it becomes muscle memory, smiling on cue, laughing at the right volume, keeping your eyes engaged even when your mind is gone, until the day ends and your body finally lets the mask fall. That's when the smallest anomaly can feel enormous because your defenses are tired, and tired minds don't handle uncertainty. They need closure, fast. Security footage is hypnotic for that reason. It strips away narrative, removes context, and leaves you with only what happened. And what happened here is simple. Every night, at roughly the same window of time, one object changes position. A chair shifts a few inches, a plant turns slightly. A door that was closed is suddenly not. Small enough to dismiss, large enough to disturb, because movement without agency triggers the oldest part of you. The enemy isn't you, it's the survival brain underneath you. The low-level software that decides what counts as real. Subconscious programming, cognitive bias, conditioned response. A system that doesn't want truth, it wants certainty. And when it sees something it can't explain, it rushes to label it as nothing, wind, camera glitch, or danger. If you're a high-potential mind, you feel this faster than most because you notice patterns and sense inconsistency. But then you do what intelligent people are trained to do. You rationalize it, argue with your own perception, call it imagination, stress, lack of sleep. Your mind tries to compress the unknown into something safe enough to store. And that compression is comforting, but it's also how people miss what matters. Now watch the first night. The object is still, the room is quiet, and nothing happens, which is exactly the trap because your attention is trained to prioritize what demands you: motion, faces, threats, rewards. While this isn't loud, it's consistent. On the second night, same frame and same angle, the object is no longer in the same position, and your brain will want to ignore it because noticing means reopening uncertainty. By the third night, your body reacts before your mind does, with a tightening in your chest and a small irritation behind the forehead. That irritation is cognitive friction, your eyes reporting reality while your brain negotiates what it's allowed to accept. And you can feel the negotiation in the urge to move fast, guess, and close the loop. Closure feels like relief, but closure isn't truth. Closure is a sedative the mind gives itself. And once you accept a sedative explanation, you stop looking, which is how the object keeps moving while the story stays unchanged. Not because nothing is happening, but because perception is editing it out. Here's the turn. Your brain has a back door, and most people never find it because they keep trying to win by force. More vigilance, more checking, more strain. This is the psychology of the 1%. Not money, not status, perception. Because they don't see more by trying harder, they see more by delaying the label, creating a small space between what happens and what it means, and inside that space, they become sovereign. Quiet mastery looks like slowing interpretation down, choosing evidence over emotion,
separating signal from noise, refusing to confuse familiarity with safety or uncertainty with danger, staying with discomfort 1 second longer instead of escaping into an explanation, letting silence sit without filling it with assumptions, noticing the first story your mind tells you and asking for the second, not to be optimistic, but to be accurate. Accuracy changes everything, because when you see clearly, you stop being controlled by what you don't understand.